Alright, so as you read, a function, there is exactly one input, or excuse me, one output for every input. So this is what we call a relation. There are several, or there is a group of ordered pairs. This relation is a function because each input has exactly one output. Every time I put in 1, a 3 comes out. Every time I put in a 2, a 4 comes out. Every time I put in a 3, a 6 is going to come out. So this is an example of a function. This is an example of what is not a function. Because when I put in a 1, I could get 2 different answers. When I put in 1, I could get 3 from this relation, or I could get a 2. So this is not a function because the one input has more than one output. We can think of functions as machines. Every machine has one certain function. When it stops doing that function, it doesn't work. Same thing here. When the 1 gives us more than one answer, it is not a function. These are all examples of a linear function because they are a straight line, or they are a linear, and they are a function because each input or each x value has exactly one output or one y value. So these are a linear function. This right here is an example of a parabola. This right here is another example of a parabola. And we have parabolas whenever there is a term with x squared, ax squared plus bx plus c. This is the equation for when you have a parabola. Now these are all continuous functions. The parabola here, the parabolas here, and the linear functions here because they are straight lines. This graph right here you can tell I'm making a linear function, but they are just dots. This is what discrete means. This is what discrete. This is a discrete function because it is just dots. You could also have a discrete parabola that would look like this, where again, it's just dots. So here we have a relation. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 different ordered pairs. The domain are the x values. So our x values here are 4, 3, 7, and 8. That's our domain, the x values. 4, 3, 7, and 8. 4, 3, 7, and 8. The range are all of the possible y values. And in this case, the possible y values are 5, 2, 9, and 6. Those are the possible range values, or y values.